we're talking about the Jesus way, I think when it comes to relationships, we've got to be careful that we're not looking for something from other people that only God can give us.
Right.
Yeah.
When you're in the pursuit of what only God can give you, and your only option is to find that from other people, then with one person or whatever it might be, it's almost like that's not going to do that. Because it really doesn't matter how in love you are with someone, how pure you've been, all of that. They cannot do what God can do.
Correct.
And I think sometimes we're looking for others, what only He can do. And I think with people listening in mind, my thing would be is to seriously consider that maybe there is a different narrative you can follow.
Wow.
In looking for what you're looking for in life.
Right.
The concept, and I use the term concept because that's what a lot of people will say it is, the concept of Jesus is worth exploring.
Right.
And because these people are talking out of a place where they're coming from, I have a relationship with Jesus, so now how I view everybody else is different because I'm not using other people to try and bring something to me that only He can bring.
That's a great thought.
Right.
That's absolutely fantastic. Girls, would you have a question for the boys?
A lot of people that have met each other on dating apps, they're actually married now. So I think it's like over 20,000 people are actually happily married. So are you saying that marriage is doomed for like divorce or whatever because they met then?
What I'm saying is that you're more likely to find yourself in a pretty dangerous situation where you're going to go out on a date with somebody where the stats showed that it's not likely to last. And actually they found that people that use Tinder now have more low self-esteem because the amount of rejections that they get a day accumulated, it sits on their mind and they get depression.
If you and your person you match, you're both on there for a serious reason, there's no reason why that can't work. That's no different from me recommending Jordan to one of my friends as like a blind date to go and see someone. That's exactly the same principles in that sense. And so as long as you both got the same mindset and are alike, it can work. And I think it's just reminding us the fact that 60%, I think, bring down the numbers. And I'd argue it's way more than 20,000 that are actually married. They just don't talk about it because it's a thing, you found it, you loved, and you're married.
What about sliding into someone's DMs on Facebook? What about, a little tweet? What about an Instagram photo?
My brother met his wife on Facebook. It was actually an appearance thing. He thought she was really attractive, and then he started messaging her, and now they're happily married and they have a son. So
you don't see that in the same vein as a dating app?
I guess it follows the same thing of intention. So if your intention is to just get to know someone.
So I can check out a hot girl on Facebook.
No, you're married.
Do you think commitment phobia was still as much of a thing for older generations, or do you think that's an increasing thing for our generation?
Personally, I think it's you're probably the most over-analysed generation that's existed because of all of this technology stuff that's available. There's more psychologists on the planet now than I think there is whatever else people. They seem to be 2 to 1 on anybody else. And everyone's been analysed and everybody's been evaluated and everybody's been studied like no other time probably in history. And I'm not sure they're finding too much different to how it was when I was your age. Just the studies weren't there and the analysing wasn't there.
Yeah, right.
I just think it's called being human being. And that's the challenge, is finding the who I am.
Yeah.
Do you commit or are you just a person who commits?
Great.
Do you be faithful or are you a faithful person?
Great.
Great.
Do you show loyalty or are you a loyal person?
Right.
Do you show honesty or are you an honest person? I think when you come into asking yourself those questions, and then how you utilise things, and you've got to work it out.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you for that, Gary. That was awesome, as always. Now, thank you so much for tuning in to Southpaw. We hope you've been challenged and inspired. But for now, we'll see you next time.